banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. All right, football. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, the timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
Burrow's first play going to the air. He completes it in traffic. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go. What is that?
From the 31. Allen on the catch. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down, Burrow to throw. That's complete to the rookie out of Alabama. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Gun. Jihad.
They'll run here with Blake Corum. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
I'm 1, ready?
1st and 10 from the 41.
11 MT. God.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Chased out to his right. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
From the 36. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. It only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Into the hands of Walker. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On first down, they'll run. He still has room inside the 30. That play good for 17 on a first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
They'll take an option to the right on first down. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, a gift to Ford. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. An 8-yard pickup, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going.
And he runs it across, touchdown! The Ravens have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Justin Tucker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. The Bengals all set to go for their second drive. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
11, mighty. Dot.
A tight end in motion now.
Dot.
They'll start on the ground. Corum runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
2nd and 10 now. Gets this one to Blake Corum. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Able to get it to Reed. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 39. Campbell hauls it in. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Christian Harris on the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They'll turn to Corum on 3rd down. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Here's Jake Camarda to send it skyward on 4th down. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. When he can't evade the coverage team for much, they stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Ravens returning their offense, and this running back to the field. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. He rolls to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, great team defense there, no matter where he looked, Brock. There seemed to be a defender there, including where the pass eventually went, and that was why it was intercepted.
Such a disciplined rep there from the defense. As a QB, you try to extend the play to break them down defensively. Nobody did. And as a quarterback in that case, when you don't have a lane to throw it and the field is shrinking, you've got to throw that ball in the 5th row.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go.
From the gun, a carry by Corum. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
On 1, ready?
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11.
A give to Corum. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Bengals tie this game 7-7. Now Camarda on to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Ravens and this running back headed back out for a new series. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Catch is made down the right sideline. He does it! Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens need only 1 to take the lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Bengals back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7.
Here we go, here we go.
Play action now. Burrow finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45.
11 empty.
Running the counter, Corum. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From midfield on 2nd down. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Reed's got it. And he's taken down at the 30. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Gun. Dot.
Defense showing blitz. Burrow. This one taken in by Corum. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
I'm 1, ready? Here we go. 180.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
On point, ready?
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Dot.
Corum. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Bengals earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. Now Camarda on to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Catch made by Foreman. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, here's Lamar. They left him wide open. It's complete. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bengals 14.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. This return makes it up to the 25. The Bengal offense getting the football late in the first half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the half. That's enough time to put something together. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Turn.
Give to Corum from the gun. No one around. He's got space. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. One after try good by Reichert. And the Bengals tie this game at 21. Now Camarda on to send it away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Down the run right, throwing deep down the side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. So 2nd down coming up. Throwing again is Lamar. Gets this one to Andrews. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. So we've reached the halftime break. It's the Ravens leading so far. No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The visitors send Lamar Jackson. First and 10 now from the 30. They go play fake with Jackson. Pass complete to Walker. And he'll get it up to the 44. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals take over as he records his 10th career INT. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense just working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL. And especially in the second half, you have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the Ravens. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead off the turnover. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The home team's headed. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Gun. Got. Right in it.
Burrow from the gun. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go. Got.
A give up the middle to Corum. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
11 minus 12. 11.
Running it after the penalty. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 7 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go. 42.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. The screen pass falls incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Hits some space around midfield. Hits the 20. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 3-possession game. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game.
Let's get set.
The tight end going in motion right. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
12, 11, MT, 11.
A give right side to Corum. Room to work at the 35. Down the sideline inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. Things looking totally different after that last play. It's first and 10 inside the opposing 30. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That's Reed on the slant. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
11, MT, take.
They're going to run on first down with Corum. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Cut near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Corum will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal.
11 mighty. Dot.
At the 4-yard line.
Burrow out of the shotgun. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Bengals shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Bengals get it back to a 14-point game. Now Camarda on to send it away. Trey Tucker to return it. And look at this return. Now bottle him up as he gets the return. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Hey, report.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That one's cut along the left sideline. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that, well, it's pretty obvious that the
Previous
Bengals...
play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Hand off to the back, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
And the big hitter will not be reeled in. That's incomplete, and that would have made for an impressive catch on our final play of the third quarter. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his right. He's running for it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Jackson's going to go on fourth. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow now against a blitz. He puts some power on a deep one left. Brought in inside the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. His kick is good for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, he certainly went all out for that block. Didn't find the football, but he did find the punter. And the roughing call keeps that offense out there with a new set of downs. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, report. 13.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Now it's Lamar. That one's incomplete over the middle. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Throwing now from the gun. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. 1st down, ball at the 36.
Here we go.
Man in motion here. Now a toss play for Corum. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did. This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run?
Here we go.
Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Looking for the back that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. This one's headed for the sideline, and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. The visitors and Adonai Mitchell getting set for another look here. And they're very fortunate the turnover on downs and short field did not lead to points. They can thank their defense by putting a scoring drive together right now. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Takes off right out of the read option. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. We never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
He'll throw it. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
That's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
He's back to throw. He connects downfield on 4. They go for it on 4th down and get it in a big way, 25 yards there. And that completion gets him up to 400 yards in the football game. No, it's a tough mark to reach, but one that every quarterback takes pride in being able to reach, or at least challenge every so often. First down throw for Jackson. Andrews with the catch. Now here it goes, down the right sideline. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
49. Bengals 35. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow to the air now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals 14 points back. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Twelve. 11.
From the 31. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
12.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens take over on his 5th interception of the season. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
We changed it.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens making a 3-score game in the 4th. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21.
56. Bengals 35. Justin Tucker to kick
Now
off
Tucker on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Right 80. Right up. Back.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. All right, this is a little bit odd. I think in most spots we'd expect to see them decline the call, take the lost yards and down.
All I can think of here is they've got some extreme confidence, maybe hubris in their defense to make a similar type of play, but just tack on even more negative yards lost.
Able to get it to Reed. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
On 1, ready?
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
11, Thomas. 11.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. And a stunning loss there, Brock. He ends up in his own end zone. That is a wild safety. Brock, what did we just see there? Is that some new strategy that I've never seen before for returning kicks?
Nope.
Because I don't think we're ever going to see it again.
I don't think we'll ever see maybe him again get that chance.
Ooh. This is the type of... The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the well again. Into the secondary past the 40. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. They're set up at the 35 now. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it deep downfield. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals.